GameStop had a fucking...
They had a nice few days.
They had a banner week last week.
Okay.
So we're all in the middle of a thing.
Certain public health crisis.
Certain public health crisis is going on. And at least, for instance, in California, last Thursday, we were told to shelter in place. A couple other states are doing that now too.
More than a few, I think.
More than a few. Most.
They're gaining steam.
Yeah, it's gaining steam. Oh, but we might reopen. He will be fucking drug out of the White House and fucking burned at the stake. I think that's finally the thing where people were like, you know what, maybe you need to fucking sit down.
Maybe let the doctor talk at these press conferences.
Instead of going by your fucking gut. All right.
So GameStop.
So we shut down, and when that happened, basically that means all non-essential business closes. Essential businesses are things like supermarkets, restaurants that are offering to go, gas stations, convenience stores,
Post office.
Maybe
the bank. Maybe. Or is bank? No. I didn't know if the bank...
I'm actually not certain about banks, to be honest with you.
Sure. Okay.
So, that means all essential... video game retail is not essential.
But GameStop thought they were.
Essential.
Essential retail.
And, it's funny, but it's also not, because it's just... It shows how little GameStop gives two fucks about... anything. So GameStop basically sent out they sent out a letter.
Corporate made this decision. The highest of the high ups,
and said that due to the products we carry that enable and enhance our customer experience in working from home, we believe GameStop is classified as essential retail and therefore is able to remain open during this time. We have received reports of local authorities visiting stores in an attempt to enforce closure despite our classification, which they just made up.
They made it up.
They made it the fuck up. Store managers are approved to provide the document linked below to law enforcement as needed. And the document says, where's the fucking document?
Is it on here, the document?
It's not, but it basically
outlines what they just said.
Yeah, it basically restates what I just said. What they said in the first part. And
this was like on the 19th? This was like Thursday.
This was Thursday. So this was it went into Friday was when the backlash really happened. So Luna was already closed by that point, by Friday. That's when we got the two locations. There's a GoFundMe for the employees of Luna, including Walter and Lane. You can search that if you'd like. So Luna was closed, and I remember sitting there because GameStop's trying to stay open, and the backlash was swift and fierce, attacking them for basically not caring about their employees. If GameStop closed... Or customers.
Yeah.
If GameStop closed their door... And the thing is GameStop's in a very bad place. This is going to hurt GameStop very badly. It's hurting all sorts of businesses.
It's hurting every
small
business.
And large. So I think GameStop was thinking, well, if we close the doors, we're not going to reopen them. Be that as it may, you have to do that.
You don't have a choice.
You're not going to save your business by infecting and putting your employees and your customers at risk.
It's also...
You're not. There's no reason to do it.
And this is on the heels of stores saying we don't have toilet paper, we don't have hand sanitizer.
Right.
On top of it, we don't have cleaning supplies. We're not being provided this. So you expect them to then endanger themselves even more so going in, the employees, and for the customers. It's just as dangerous because this could stay on services for now. We know it could be over a day. This could stay on services recovering the virus. So I mean, people are touching things in stores. It's just how stores work. They did say like, we're going to stop trade-ins. We're going to, have different hours.
So they've what they're doing now is curbside. I'm not exactly sure how their curbside works. I'm not sure what their hours are, but curbside is basically you place your order online at a local GameStop. You go, they run it out to your car, and then they go back inside.
What if they
Fair enough.
What if they had done that before all this bullshit? It would actually have been positive PR. Say, hey, we're taking the initiative. We're not leading from behind. We're going to think about our employees and customers, and we're just going to employ this without this bullshit. I can't imagine like a fucking a health official or police officer having to see a GameStop open and waste their time to say, hey, why are you still open when everything else is closed?
Yeah, I have no idea.
What? And then a letter from corporate that if I was an officer, would rip up and say, close this. Close it and go home.
Yeah.
I don't care what corporate says. You're making me sick, literally, potentially. Like, what are you doing out here?
Drives me nuts to go to see the fucking businesses that are still open. Getting over here today, a fucking smoke shop was still open. That's essential.
Do they sell food there? Because I saw liquor stores open. Liquor stores do sell some food items.
Liquor stores.
And they sell water.
Yeah, they sell. They. I mean, in California, and I realize a lot of people don't realize what liquor stores are like in California. Because I the other day I was like, yeah, I stop at this liquor store on the way home from work almost every night, and someone was like, every night, and I'm like, they sell snacks, beverages.
Some have household items like little things, almost like a convenience store.
They're a 7-Eleven is
Kind
essentially what a liquor store is around here. Maybe not as much food, but still snacks and things like that.
We got to drink. What else are we going to do?
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, what else?
We've got nothing else to do except for roll joints and drink booze.
No, smoke shop, not so much. I don't see that, but yeah, I can see liquor stores being open. They provide some service. They finally said a few days later that like nail and hair salons aren't essential. So this hair is just going to get bigger and bigger. And I just got a cut like 5 weeks ago, so I was prepared. If I hadn't got cut 5 weeks ago, Ian, this would have been a mess by now. This hair. Sorry, my hair grows like a weed. That's all I can say. So you're gonna have some fun hair times in the next few months. Sorry. Anyway, going back to GameStop. So GameStop again.
I almost took the razor to my hair too after I finished with my face.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Ian, you're gonna go smooth.
I wouldn't go smooth.
Oh
no, I'd put it on
Mohawk.
Put it on like the highest setting and just trim everything off.
Wait, go like marine buzz cut?
No, just take it all off, even.
Oh, old school Ian, like 5. Okay,
yeah,
do it.
Thinking about it.
I'll get out the Flowbee. I'll find the.
I've got a razor.
Remember the Flowbee?
I remember Flowbees.
The vacuum hair cutter.
Oh yeah, my first girlfriend had one. They used it to cut the hair on their dog.
Oh, okay, that makes sense to do that.
Yep, that's what they had it for.
We made fun of one kid. Well, he was a bully, so we found out he used a Flowbee because he had like the perfect bowl cut.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we made fun of him for that.
Yeah,
that's how I got back at him. Rob. Sorry, Kevin's and Rob's, both of them. Sorry. Anyway,
Tommy's
aren't high on my list either. Actually, the one Thomas was my friend who then would fight me physically.
Actually, you've got a good friend, Tommy.
Yeah. They don't call him Tommy though.
Yeah, you do. You always call him Tommy to me.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that Tommy.
Yes.
I thought about the other Thomas. Tommy. Yeah, I like Tommy. I like that Tommy.
Yeah.
I don't like the other Tommy. I like that Tommy. Sorry, we're going off. So the whole point is this. GameStop, again, corporate is tone deaf, can't read a room to save their freaking lives, apparently, of what's going on.
Fucking GameStop CEO Tommy Salami doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
I mean, no, remember, it's the AutoZone guy. AutoZone guy doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Get in the zone.
And I just like being...
virus zone.
You don't know how much that bothers me when we were being criticized for saying, well, this guy ran AutoZone. He knows what he's going to do at GameStop. And why?
No.
Why? Why do you think that? Like, why?
AutoZone. People need auto fucking products. Always.
Is that an essential? AutoZone?
I would imagine.
Well, we can't drive anywhere. So, I mean, you can, but I mean, where are you going to drive to besides the grocery store?
Oh! That's not a Diet Coke!
What is that? What did you buy, Ian?
What
did you just do?
I grabbed one Diet Coke from home and the can of... I grabbed
Stone Ghost Hammer IPA. Wow, this is old school podcast. Cut your hair short, just start getting drunk on the podcast again.
Unintentionally. I thought I was grabbing two cans.
Because that looks just like a Diet Coke, Ian.
2 cans. I just reached in and grabbed. That was not the taste I was expecting. Holy fuck. I mean,
well, GameStop wasn't expecting the taste of Backlash from people.
No,
publicly.
I think GameStop really thought that people were going to have their backs. I think they thought that people were going to be like, games are essential, and people were going to be like, we're fighting for our rights to buy games. I think they really thought they were going to have some people in their court, and they didn't. Holy fuck, they did not.
Well, even if you want to argue that games are essential, we have digital marketplaces. Ta-da!
Yes, exactly.
If GameStop realized that and maybe did their own digital storefront 10 years ago, maybe did their own version of Steam or some sort of... maybe they would still have a business a year or two from now. If they had thought about that and not acted like Blockbuster and being... Blockbuster was only... I always say this. They're about 18 months too late to the start. That was enough to kill them.
Yeah,
GameStop could have only been maybe 3 or 4 years behind and could have maybe caught up a little bit.
Sure.
And they just dropped the ball.
It moved a lot slower with games than it did with movies, but
Sure.
I feel like anyone who saw what happened to Blockbuster in their business where they had something that could go digital,
A radical shift in the paradigm of delivery.
they needed to take account.
If
take that into
GameStop had
account.
started, say, 10 years ago, so we're going to do our own digital distribution, because Amazon freaking has it. You can buy codes on Amazon.
Yeah.
There was nothing preventing GameStop from ever investigating, or they just didn't. They were lazy. They were fat and happy. The same way Blockbuster was for years. Oh, we're doing fine. What's this Netflix? Oh, they're small. That'll go away. No, it doesn't go away. It just gets bigger and larger. Because people love it. It's competition. It's better for them. It's more convenient. They don't have to go to a store where they might get a virus on a digital marketplace. There's some advantages. There are.
There definitely are.
So what do you think? Does this? I mean, if GameStop isn't liquid enough to get through this, if they don't get a bailout, from the government with other businesses, do they survive this after a few months? I have no idea.
The evils of socialism.
I mean, the banks already got the bailout. We're waiting on our personal, whatever.
Socialism
$1,000
is
stipend.
bad unless
you're a bank,
unless you're a company, a big business.
You're a bank, or you're
perhaps the airlines, so they could rebuy all their stocks.
or you're a car company in the U.S. that needs a
Fuck out of here.
a low interest loan.
Can't have that. It's socialism.
No,
Eat my whole asshole.
Real quick, yeah, we have to. This is Pat getting on. What Pat's going to do to fix this? We got to freeze all loans and mortgages, basically, for the next few months, and then we got to give everyone $1,000 for our minimum needs at least to get through this.
You aren't going to stop a virus if people are still worried about bills. If people are worried about bills, they're going to go out and find ways to pay those bills so that they're not homeless when this is done. Saying that you're freezing evictions doesn't stop the fact that people are still terrified for where they're going to be living in 3 months.
And the economy will crash even harder if loan interest just builds and builds if people can't pay it off the next few months, as well as mortgages and rents. So you have to basically freeze time right now as much as you can. Try to freeze the economy as much as you can without damaging the people that run the economy, which is the little people that put the money into it, and then restart it back up when we go back to work and everything goes back to normal. Sorry, I'm getting off on a tangent. The whole point is this, though. I don't know if GameStop can survive this.
No, I don't think they can.
So we're going to probably talk about GameStop in a week or two when they release their financials for 2019.
Yeah.
In a week or two, right? And that's, or sometime in April they come out with the financials. That's not going to be pretty. And that's before this happens. That's before this.
We could have had a week without talking about GameStop, but no.
Yeah, this was an unforced error from GameStop. I mean, all they had to say was, "Hey guys, we understand what's going on. We're gonna do this online ordering, and you pick up." And people were like, GameStop, that's sensible. That's a sensible thing for you to do, without shooting themselves in the testicle first before coming to the proper decision. By being so arrogant, and supposedly there was a corporate phone call where they were just so arrogant about, it is what it is.
I didn't read into that.
I read into a little bit.
That happened like right after our last episode, but yeah.
Or they were just tone deaf about everything. Like they just didn't care. They just didn't care. They're like, well, if people aren't safe to show up for work, they can use their PTO and sick time. But then if they don't, it's up to the managers to discipline them. And saying, it's like, fuck off, fuck you. Just fuck off. If that's how your company's not long for this world, if that's how you're running to begin with, and we know that GameStop doesn't treat their employees right, but no one wants to work with you. I think the romanticism of working for GameStop is long past to begin with. With all
Oh,
this stuff.
I think that era ended in like mid 2000s.
Like 10, 15 years ago at least, it was done.
Yeah.
But like this is horrible. I mean, GameStop.
Or you just get to a certain age where you stop lusting after working for a chain game store. I don't know.
Working for any. I worked. The retail I worked in was for a movie company.
Yeah,
Suncoast. Miserable. There's no I loved movies. There was no romantic part about working in that movie store. There wasn't. Just
when you're working for something corporate like GameStop, the fact that you're selling games really becomes secondary.
Sure.
You're selling an item.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with games. I mean,
right.
You could be selling a T-shirt or a toy. It doesn't matter.
Right.
If the environment sucks, it doesn't matter what you're selling. I'd rather work in a Bed Bath & Beyond if it was fun to work in there. Probably would be fun working in Bed Bath & Beyond than working in GameStop.
Bed Bath & Beyond.
Yeah,
I love all the shit that's in Bed Bath & Beyond. It's bedroom, bathroom, and beyond.
The stuff you see on TV, that's fun.
Yeah.
Some of the Shark Tank stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe a new console, maybe in a Bed Bath & Beyond.
Large bags of gummy bears and all. They have all sorts of like candy at Bed Bath.
Kind of like Home Goods has like their own little candy little food section.
Bed Bath & Beyond always has a good selection of Haribo. Does anyone out there work at Bed Bath & Beyond? Let us know if it sucks or not.
Haribo.
I'm curious.
That's the gummy bear.
That's the gummy bear.
German gummy bear.
The gold bear.
German engineering, right there. All right, so GameStop, unforced error. You acted a fool like usual, and you didn't endear yourself to anyone in this situation.